Not all the time, but every now and then I'll have somebody ask me, why do you make a big deal about being single? Why can't you just be single and keep it to yourself? I know these people are basically asking that question just to be assholes, because they're either a man who doesn't want women to realize that there's options outside of settling, or it's a woman who is sad that she settled, or she's playing little pick me games and they're not working out for her. Let's just be real. But truth be told, a big reason why I share a lot of my singleness and how happy I am to be single is because when I was coming up, the only depictions of singleness that I really saw were, even in movies and even in real life, were the miserable, sad, lonely single woman. Or in real life, with the exception of like my aunt, I had both my grandmas lost their husbands first. But every other single woman outside of that was miserable and complained about being single, and was very focused and obsessed on getting a relationship and getting married and settling down. So of course, naturally, that rubbed off on me. I made a post, I think it was maybe last summer, that was seen by millions of people. Celebrities shared it. I mean, it was everywhere. People in other countries were discussing it on their radio station. It was huge. And all I said was that I'm perfectly fine with being single and I'm not going to settle. You would have thought I found a cure to some kind of terminal illness or something. And I could never wrap my head around the message is so simple. And then I started to read the comments and the messages, the positive ones, that I was getting on that post. Mostly women, some men, some non-binary people were saying, I had no idea that this was an option for me. I thought I had to be in a relationship. I thought I had to be dating. I thought the end goal was for me to eventually be married. But deep down, I never really wanted those things, or at least I never wanted to focus on those things. And you gave me permission to be okay with being single. So I don't think it's fair. Yes, I believe in love and marriage and relationships. Do you? If I meet somebody great, who the hell knows, but I don't think it's fair for coupled people and married people and engaged people to live out loud. But single people, if you're not miserable, you got to keep quiet. And then you're made to feel bad because you're happy with your life. I have good days and bad days, mostly because I am autistic. You guys know I struggle with anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder. I'm just a big basket case. So mostly my bad days are just neurological, mental. And when I have those bad days, it has nothing to do with, oh, I'm single, I don't have a date today, so-and-so didn't call me back. And the funny thing is, when I share about my mental illness, because I believe it's important as Black women, as Black people, that we're honest about these things. Because I was told for so long that Black women are strong and we don't struggle with those things. Anyway, that's a whole nother video for a whole different day. But when I share those struggles, I have people comment and say, I thought you said you were happy to be single. Happy to be single does not mean that you still don't struggle with mental issues and the just general problems and stresses of the world. And who the hell in their right mind thinks a man's going to make any of that shit better? That's why we're in this mess in the first place. But I just want you to know, it's okay if you don't want to date right now or ever. It's okay if you never want to be married. It's okay if it's not the focus and the center of your life. You do not have to get any pets. Pets are great. If you have them, that's good. If you want them, that's great. But you don't have to get them just because you're single. Also, just because you're single doesn't mean you automatically have to be celibate either. All in all, you can be happily single. You are allowed to be single. That is an option. It's an option. There are actual people who are happy with their lives, who feel that nothing is missing and nothing is broken. They feel whole, they feel happy, and they're just living. That is okay.